Hey guys, it's me, the Ebony Giselle. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about something a little bit different. For those of you who don't know me on a personal level, I love all things event planning. So when my sister got engaged and chose me as her maid of honor, the duty fell on me to plan the most epic bachelorette party ever. The pre-planning for the bachelorette party was definitely a bit more difficult than I had anticipated. Once certain things started falling into place, it was super easy to kind of continue and just execute. But that pre-planning phase, trying to figure out direction, it was difficult. I tried to find inspiration online, other YouTube videos, articles, but it was difficult. And so I thought, I can definitely just put together a video of my experience and tips and just things that I did. So maybe I'll inspire some of you. If that's something you're interested in, please keep on watching. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the theme. My sister's wedding was inspired by Beauty and the Beast. From decor and like flowers and just the overall feel of the wedding. So in the early stages, my sister and I kind of sat down and talked about a couple of ideas. We settled on my idea. Disney Princesses Gone Wild. And from there, it was super exciting to kind of put pieces together and figure out how we were going to embody the Disney princesses, their personas, you know, just kind of like bring their personality and their characters to life. From that point forward, it was just about keeping it thematic, but making it ratchet. The next thing we're gonna talk about is invitations. I worked on these invitations for so long. I got on my computer, worked out a little something on Canva, and I mean, I loved it. I did create two separate graphics. One was an invitation for ladies to be informed, and then giving them just kind of the rundown of how they can RSVP if they are able to attend. And then the second graphic, or the second card invitation, was sent out to the ladies once they did RSVP. And along with that, I sent them their princess persona. My princess persona was the Little Mermaid, Princess Ariel, and my sister's was Belle, of course. She is Belle in Beauty and the Beast. So definitely went through and matched the princess personalities with the guests who were coming. And on the invitation, I made sure to request a donation because bachelorette parties are not cheap. Even with that donation that I did get, a lot of money came out of my bank that weekend, but it was all worth it. The next thing I'm going to talk about is decorations and supplies. We kept it pretty simple in terms of decorations and supplies. When I say supplies, I mean drinks. We started at home and then ventured out into the world. So for the home portion, I just got a couple of helium balloons from Party City. I got 30 balloons, 20 or 30. Half silver and half gold. I cut these strings short and I curled them, like took a pair of scissors or a knife and did that little thing, and I had them up in the ceiling. I don't know why I'm looking up. I had them up in the ceiling so that it was just a whole bunch of balloons covering the ceiling of our home. And then each girl had a little goodie bag. The goodie bag, again, was very simple. There were a bunch of ring pops in there. My sister loves ring pops, and that was one of her requests for the goodie bag. A whole bunch of ring pops. Those necklaces that are like beads and they scream bachelorette party. We had a couple of bags of small bags of penis candy. Not gonna lie to you, had to have that in there. We also had a Bride Tribe tattoo that we found on Etsy, and it was super cute. For the supplies, once again, I'll talk about drinks. We had a lot of drinks. It was very interesting going to the store and getting that to bring home. My mom helped me out before I arrived in New York and got me a whole bunch of silver cups, plates, forks, because we did have some leftover snacks and treats from the bridal shower, which was earlier that day. We had some cupcakes, we had a fruit salad, a big old bowl of fruit, we had finger sandwiches, some shish kebab type of things with more fruit, cheese, meat, stuff like that. Just really cute hand finger food, yum 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 delicioso vibes. Next thing I'm going to talk about is the venue / activity layout for the night. From talking to my sister in the pre-planning stage, I knew that she wanted to start at home, which is what we did, but she also wanted to get out and get turned and dance the night away. So your girl made plans. This part of the planning was very difficult because I live in Alabama and all of this happened in New York. And so it was a lot of on the phone, trying to get people to call me back, trying to get people to respond to my emails, looking at a space without actually looking at a space. Then I stumbled across this really cool nightclub. My cousin said that she liked it the few times that she did go, and so I was like, great, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna literally dance the night away. Then, I'm glad that I checked because I had reserved a VIP table booth area, and then I kind of went online maybe a month and a half before the Bachelorette party, and it turns out that the club shut down. Like, just gone. Shut down. So I text my mom in a panic, like, girl, what are we finna do? Oh my gosh. My sister wanted to dance the night away. I don't know how we're gonna dance the night away when the club is closed. I was able to find a really nice karaoke place in Queens, Long Island City that allowed for you to have a private booth. They have a bar, great reviews online, and so I wasn't too scared anymore. It was super easy to book with them. Everything was cool, got that karaoke bar situation booked, and this part was a surprise to my sister. Another thing that was a surprise to my sister was a party bus. The party bus experience was another headache. It was a headache to book because you gotta try and compare prices, find one that has good reviews. The one that I found had mid-level reviews. Some people had complained about the driver being late, but the pricing was by far the best pricing that I found for party bus rental in New York City, you know what I mean? So I booked it for 10:15. Of course, they were actually late. They arrived at like 10:30, which is fine because I kind of had that in mind when I did book it. And the last thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about is a rundown or like an outline of the night. I let the ladies know that they could arrive at 8 p.m. at our house. So from 8 p.m. to when the guy arrived, we had a little pre-game, so to speak, and that was fun. We played a few games. We played a Never Have I Ever but Disney Princess Edition. I made a list of questions that kind of went through all of the Disney princess movies, and some of the statements were, never have I ever kissed a non-human. Another one was, never have I ever cross-dressed, and that was something I think only Mulan took an L for. Another game that we played was a game that I purchased on Amazon called Dirty Drawers. It is like the Pictionary for adults. They did have a few cards that weren't really fun, so I kind of went through and picked some actual fun ones. There are maybe 3 decks of cards that you have to put together to create what it is you're drawing. Of course, in Never Have I Ever, if you did, you took a shot. In the Dirty Drawers game, if you didn't win, you took a shot. And then the last thing that we played, I purchased a whole bunch of Play-Doh. And then we used the Play-Doh to create penises. And I promise you, there was no discrimination. I mean, like, penises of all shapes and sizes were created that evening. The bride was like, what? But she participated and we all had a great time. The party bus driver arrived. We got on the bus, we turned on the tunes again and just kind of danced it up. Then we were at the karaoke bar, I'd say from 11 to 1 o'clock. We left at 1 because we were kind of just tired and pooped and really didn't want to be like out anymore. We did have the party bus until 2, so we got back on the bus, plugged in our own tunes again and just kept dancing. And then we got back to my home in New York, and the different Disney princesses were able to just kind of come in and crash on the couch, or if they were able to and ready to, they were able to go home. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed this content. I am trying a couple of new things with like my recording, my setup, my editing, so please let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Also, let me know what you think about this video. Do you want more information about my experience as a maid of honor? I mean, I worked very hard. If you guys want to see more content on that, let me know. If you have other ideas, let me know. And be sure to like, comment, share with your mama, with your friends, with your mama's friends, and subscribe. Bye guys.